In a small clay hut at the edge of the kingdom lived a young girl named Nala. She was kind, hardworking, and clever, but she carried one wound inside her heart. She envied everyone who seemed to have more than she did. She envied the chief's daughter who wore coral beads that clinked like raindrops. She envied the hunters who returned with antelope on their shoulders. She envied the dancers who twirled under moonlight in beautiful wrappers. And most of all, she envied Sefu, the richest young man in Ewuru. Handsome, beloved, draped in gold. "Why not me?" she would whisper as she watched people laugh in the village square. Why does the sun shine brighter on others? Nala believed life had cheated her. What she didn't know was that fate listens when the heart boils, and fate had a plan. One dry season, when the harmattan winds scratched the skin and the nights grew colder, a stranger appeared at the marketplace. He wore a robe woven from shadows, and his face seemed to change whenever you blinked. Nobody knew who he was or where he came from. He stopped in front of Nala's stall. "Young one," he said, voice calm as midnight. "I hear your heart crying." Nala stiffened. "I am fine." "Your words speak one thing," the stranger said, "but your spirit screams another." His eyes gleamed. "I can show you the truth behind the lives you envy." Nala scoffed. "The truth? I see everything. Rich people are happy. Beautiful people are loved. Lucky people are blessed." "Hey," the stranger leaned in. "Are you sure?" Before she could answer, his shadow stretched across her feet. The world spun, and darkness swallowed her. When Nala opened her eyes, she stood inside a grand compound, carved pillars, gold bowls, servants moving like quiet rivers. She gasped, This is Sefu's house." The stranger's voice drifted beside her. "You admire his life, don't you?" "Yes," Nala whispered. "He has everything." The stranger touched her shoulder. "Then live one day in his shadow." Suddenly, Nala became invisible, a silent watcher. She followed Sefu's footsteps. At dawn, he woke in a luxurious bed. At first, Nala admired him until she saw his eyes. They were tired, darkened with something more than sleeplessness. He walked into a room where 3 elders waited, their faces stern. "You owe the kingdom 200 bags of grain," one growled. "Your late father's debt." Sefu bowed. "I know, I'm trying." "Trying is not enough," the elders warned. He left the room shaking. Later, she watched him sit in a corner alone, removing the gold bangles everyone admired. His wrists were bruised, his shoulders slumped, his breath trembled like a man carrying a mountain on his back. "This cannot be the Sefu we see," Nala whispered. The spirit's voice echoed. "Gold can hide a wound, but it cannot heal it." Darkness washed over Nala again. This time she stood in a richly decorated hut with mirrors, oils, and beads. "This is Haruni's home," she said. "The most beautiful girl in Ewuru." Haruni laughed with friends during the day, always smiling, always admired. Nala had envied her more than anyone. But now, as Haruni removed her headscarf, her mirror reflected something no one in the village knew. A long scar ran from her ear to her shoulder, and she winced with pain each time she touched it. She stared at her reflection and whispered, "Just one day. One day, I wish people would see me, not the mass they worship." Nala's eyes widened. The girl she envied her own freedom to walk unnoticed. The spirit spoke softly. Even the moon, admired by all, hides its dark side. One final time, darkness swallowed Nala. When she opened her eyes, she stood inside the royal palace. The king, strong, proud, dressed in leopard skin, sat before a table covered with scrolls. He rubbed his forehead with trembling fingers. His chief guard entered quietly. Your Majesty, the healers cannot stop the sickness in your bones. The king swallowed hard. Fear flickered in his eyes. Do not tell the people, he whispered. They need their king to be made of stone, even if his bones are turning to dust. Nala felt her heart twist. The king everyone admired was fighting a battle alone in silence. Why show me this? She whispered. The spirit appeared beside her, mass shifting like sand, because you wish for lives you do not understand. Suddenly, Nala stood back in Ewuru's dusty marketplace, heart pounding. The spirit faced her. Tell me, child of envy, what have you learned? Tears gathered in Nala's eyes. That the lives I wanted were heavy with hidden pain. She sank to her knees, and that I am blessed, not because I have everything, but because I have peace. The spirit smiled, a face turning warm for the first time. Remember this, he said, disappearing into wind. You cannot know the weight of a crown until you feel it pressing on your own head. Walk your path and walk it well. From that day on, Nala's heart softened. She no longer stared with envy at others. She smiled at small blessings. She worked harder, lived gentler, laughed deeper. People began to say, there is something different about Nala. She walks like someone who has spoken with spirits. And when children asked her why she no longer envied others, she would answer, because all that glitters shines only on the surface. The real gold is peace of mind, and that is something no one can display on their skin. Do not envy the brightness of another's fire. You do not know the ashes hidden beneath it.